Good morning. Great to have you with us here at Unity of Walnut Creek. We are going to take a journey today into one of those classic tales of spiritual growth known to most of us as The Hobbit. And we have Lou Eldridge and their wonderful music to support this journey. I hope that as we look at these understandings of the spiritual self, that you will take this time to touch that beautiful presence of divine love within your heart and join us in truly knowing at depth the beauty of the being that you are. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, you early risers. It's good to see you today. Gosh. Okay, please stand and join us in singing God is All in All. 1, 2, 3, 4. God is all in all. Lift your voice and sing. God is all in all. Hear every corner ring. God is all in all. Take the mighty hand. One in all creation, God is all in all. Lift your voice and sing, God is all in all. Hear every corner ring, God is all in all. Take the mighty hand, one in all creation, full in every hour, the presence and the power, truth in you and me. One in all creation, God is all in all. Lift your voice and sing, God is all in all. Hear every corner ring, God is all in all. Take the mighty hand, one in all creation. One more, God is all in all. Lift your voice and sing, God is all in all. Hear every corner ring, God is all in all. Take the mighty hand, one in all creation. Please stay standing. Hang on a second. This next song is called I Am Sustained by the Love of God. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am sustained.
I'm sustained
By the love of God, I'm sustained.
I'm sustained
By the love of God, I'm sustained.
I'm sustained
By the love of God, it starts first thing in the morning. I am sustained.
I'm sustained
By the love of God, I'm sustained.
I'm sustained
By the love of God, I'm sustained.
I'm sustained
By the love of God, starts first thing in the morning. God's voice
God's voice
speaks all through the day. God's voice
God's voice
speaks all through the day. God's voice
God's voice
speaks all through the day. It starts first thing in the morning. Rejoice.
Rejoice.
Love lights up the world. Rejoice.
Rejoice
Love lights up the world. Rejoice.
Rejoice
Love lights up the world. It starts first thing in the morning. I recognize everyone is my friend. I recognize everyone is my friend. I recognize everyone is my friend. Starts first thing in the morning. I am sustained
I'm sustained
by the love of God. I'm sustained
I'm sustained
by the love of God. I'm sustained
I'm sustained
by the love of God. It starts first thing in the morning. Thank you.
Well, good morning. Welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. I'm Veronica Wolf, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to our service. Please take a moment and check your cell phones and make sure that they are completely off. Thank you. And join me in waving hello to our friends at home online. Your presence adds to our spiritual community, and we appreciate you. And now, my true pleasure, join me in welcoming our guest musicians for the day, the Lou Eldridge Band. So glad to see you again. So let's go ahead and open our service by focusing our intention through our opening affirmation. And join me in prayerfully and powerfully speaking it together 3 times. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And once more, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And let's continue by reading aloud the statement of our unity. God's love is within each of us, dynamically express our wholeness, wisdom, and abundance. We acknowledge the universal wisdom in the Christ teachings and in all spiritual paths. I now choose to open to the presence of divine love and to be changed at depth. Throughout this sacred time, God is uplifting me and through my heart, the world. And now the daily word from our heart minister, Jack Schaefer.
The word for today is blessed. In the moment I became an idea in the divine mind, I was blessed. I do not have to earn my blessings. They are my birthright. In gratitude, I open my eyes to the many blessings in my life. My Creator loves me, guides me, and provides for me. When I feel weak, I find a message to strengthen me. When sorrow is a burden too heavy to carry, I realize I am not alone. My body is a wondrous vehicle for my unique expression of spirit. Nourished by the abundance around me and healed by perfect life within, my heart sings a song only my God can hear. No one can withhold my blessings, for they are divinely rendered. With thanksgiving in my heart, I am blessed. From Genesis 5:2, male and female he created them, and he blessed them and he named them humankind when they were created. The affirmation for today: I am the blessed child of my Creator. Would you say that with me? I am the blessed child of my Creator. Now, once again, so you believe it, I am the blessed child of my Creator.
Join in if you feel comfortable singing. God is a light in which I see. God is the light in which I see. God is the light in which I see. The light is a gift for me. This is our light to give. This is our light. This is our light to give. This is our light. God is a love. God is the love in which I live. God is the love in which I live. God is the love in which I live. Love is a gift for me. This is our love to give. This is our love. This is our love to give. This is our love. God is the peace. God is the peace in which I rest. God is the peace in which I rest. God is a peace in which I'll rest. Peace is a gift for me. This is our peace to give. This is our peace. This is our peace to give. This is our peace. This is our peace. Very good. That's good.
Beautiful. I'm going to highlight a few of our upcoming events. The details of these and other wonderful activities are in your bulletin and also on our website. So I want you to experience The Wave this Wednesday evening with Reverend Sheila Gautreaux. Great music, cutting-edge messages, and an interactive segment. And I've been there, and they are worth coming out here on a Wednesday night. So join us. Our membership orientation classes are on the third Thursday and the fourth Sunday of the month. So if you are interested in becoming a member of our community or learning more of what Unity is about, you're invited to join us. And then Reverend David's Heart Math Solutions Workshop is the fourth Saturday of this month. If you're seeking to find the true dream in your heart, in your deep heart's desire, then this is the workshop for you. Now we're going to welcome our guests. So if you are here with us for the first time, we welcome you to our spiritual community. We would love to meet you, and we invite you to experience our community as our guest at a Unity event of your choosing. So please take the very important presence card. It's in the seat pocket in front of you. And take it to the welcome table out on the patio, and you can learn more about us and receive your gift certificate. So if you're willing to please raise your hand so we can acknowledge you. We would love to extend a special blessing. Do we have anyone here for the first time? No? Well, for those that we may have some online. Can we go ahead and send a blessing to them? Yeah, let's do this. So we love you, we bless you, and we behold the light of God shining through you. Thank you for joining us today. Go ahead and greet your neighbors until the music starts. Peace of God within us. Join us when you're ready. Peace of God right now. In silence, peace is given. We are the message of love. Trust in the voice for God within me. Trust in the voice for God right now. Love inspires all miracles. We are the message of love. I trust in the friend that walks beside me. I trust in the friend that walks right now. In peace we walk together. I hear you. We are the message of love. I trust in the strength of God within me. I trust in the strength of God right now. This is possible.
impossible. We are the message of love. Thank you.
All right. You almost look awake. Take that deep breath. Just gently turn inward, wiggle around, get comfortable as we sit back and open ourselves to this inner journey, this journey of prayer and meditation. Take that deep breath. And as you listen to the music, whether you join in or just let it guide you within, let it be part of that journey to the center of your heart.
God is here, and love is the answer. Of this I am certain. Love knows its own. You hold me in kindness, covered with care. You guarantee safety. In quiet, you are here. Just for me, just to me. Love speaks to itself. Love speaks to me. We have one name, one and the same. There's no substitute. There's no substitute. Love lights up the world. You answer my call. Whose voice in the silence speaks to us all. Just for me, just to me. Love speaks to itself. Love speaks to me. Just to me. Just to me. Love speaks to itself. Love speaks to me. Love speaks to itself. Love speaks to me.
Taking that deep breath and breathing in that awareness of this divine love. Mother, Father, God, as we awaken to know your presence, guide us to this place of knowing. Guide us to this place of being. Guide us to the experience of our oneness. What a gift to be aware that this divine love illumines the path before us. This which we call the light of God ever flows through us, making clear each choice, bringing understanding and wisdom. Illumine all that unfolds in our world. one with that light and purpose. We breathe in that light. We open to experience this love that enfolds us, that is here healing every place of pain, that is here lifting us into our wholeness, that is here bringing deep peace into every part of our lives. As we take that deep breath, we know that we walk in that light and love, and that all that we meet is the unfolding of a divine goodness to touch this one presence and power, to know its peace, to rest in its goodness, to see its healing flow about us, touching all things. Beloved presence, we are so grateful to be aware of our oneness with you. And so we let go, gently releasing, gently resting, entering that place of peace, as the Master called us, peace, be still. Peace, be still. Peace, be. Mother, Father, God, infinite love, beloved presence, we are so grateful to be aware that we are one with this divine love that heals and uplifts and guides. In that oneness now, we make that choice to send this love forth to be a blessing to all of our world. We begin by sending it into our bodies for healing and well-being. We send it to our hearts and minds for wisdom and understanding. We radiate this love from our hearts, sending it to each one dear to us, enfolding, blessing, guiding, healing. We send this radiant love across this spiritual community, becoming a part of that light and wisdom that flows through each one, blessing everyone in their world. We radiate this love from our hearts. Unfolding every prayer request brought here, knowing with each one that this love is present, lifting each into the very highest. We send this love from our hearts across the communities in which we live. We send it across our nation and the nations of the world, healing the fears of all peoples and bringing forth their great wisdom and compassion. And we radiate this love from our hearts, sending it to all who join us in prayer, whether in mosque or synagogue, temple or church, whether gathered at home or on the hillsides. For in seeking to know you, we are all one. And we send this love from our hearts. We send it to Mother Earth and all her creatures. And we send it to the heart of every person in the earth. For you are that love in every heart. And in that love, we are one. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Please join me. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And once again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. It is so here and now. Amen.
I want to know what's your plan for me. Your plan for me. I want to know what your design you see. Ooh, the one I made sure ain't working for me. I want to know what you have in mind. What you have in mind. I want to know how to let my little light shine. Shine, shine, how to save me from myself just in the nick of time. I can handle what you give me, this I know. We be joined together, this is my one goal. It's effort that I make to get closer to the truth. Together we will gain love, my baby, just the same, It's love's design you see. 'Cause the love we have sure is working for me. I can handle what you give me, this I know. We be joined together, this is my one goal. each effort that I make to get closer to the truth. Together we will gain love, my baby, just the same. It's love's design, you see. The love we make, the love we have, the love we have, sure is working.
Oh, yeah, sure is working. Now, just in case you felt a little behind this morning and didn't quite get the full message that you were supposed to when you showed up in front of that mirror, would you take care of your neighbor that way and just, good morning, you beautiful child of God? All right. Now, if you hit that point where somewhere along the week you begin to lose that reminder, I really want to invite everybody to come and celebrate with us. We've got our final wave service this Wednesday, and it's been a fabulous experience, and we get a chance to complete a gorgeous giving in that. Wake up in the middle of the week is really, for some of us, quite helpful. Let me check. How many of you know the story of The Hobbit? Oh, okay. Well, most of it. Now, I see there's a few folks without your hands up, so I'm going to need to add a few details as we go along here. But there's this marvelous picture of our spiritual journey, the amazingly caught by Tolkien in the symbols that he's put into this great narrative. And the first third of the book just came out in the movie. Now, the book started long ago in our house. It's one of those we've been through many times. And so it was fun to see that come out. And I realized that first third was a major experience in our journey itself. So I wanted to take and invite you to take a look with me at the journey that you may be on. And is this part of what's unfolding at this point in your life? Because, as you know, when we look at something like this, every character within that actually represents a part of ourselves. Now, does anyone have that Hobbit part of yourself? You know, you want it all snuggled, just wonderful and, good food, great drink, good friends, nothing changes. It all stays the same. Everybody knows what we're going to do. No difficulty along that journey. I love the Hobbit thing. But the difficulty is for most of us, that part of us that is Gandalf the Wizard showed up and said, it's time for you to go on an adventure. And hobbits don't like adventures. They have the unknown and the discomfort and all that in them. And yet that part of you that is guiding the unfoldment of that beautiful soul that you are sometimes says, it's time to go on an adventure. And so what happens then is we end up stepping beyond the bounds of all that feels so secure and that we know and have defined and under our control. Don't you love control? Even if it's a complete illusion. Now, on this adventure, one of the first things to understand is that this is an adventure with dwarves. Okay, now what are dwarves? Well, they're that part of us that dig down into the earth, into the subconscious part of the self. Okay, and there they are able to find what is of value, the gold and the jewels, and they work them and make beautiful things out of those things deep within us and bring that up so that they may be greater value in our lives. So going on a journey with a dwarf, well, you know, they've got to be the ultimate symbol of the psychotherapist. But and I don't know if you want to take too many journeys with your psychotherapist, but you know, here we are. We're off and going. We know we're going to have to go into the subconscious because we're heading out with dwarves. We know we're called to it spiritually because Gandalf has said, "You're the one." So we leave the confines of what is secure. We go beyond those wonderful places we have all defined. Now, just so that you know where we're headed, the ultimate goal is to discover unlimited abundance. That's what's under the dragon at the mountain at the end of the third. Okay? So this is a journey into abundance. Now, abundance is different for us at different times. You know, at times it's that material abundance. At times it's letting that goodness flow into our lives so that we have the harmony, we have the creative expression, we have the relationships, we have the health. Whatever that abundance is, this is a journey into a deeper level. Now, it's not a journey out of need. One of the interesting things is that Bilbo Baggins, the hobbit of this journey, that part of you, was already prosperous in his world. So this is about expanding awareness. But once you get beyond that comfortable place, there are trolls. Okay, and the hobbit and the dwarves get captured by the trolls. Okay, now that's not even a subtle symbol, is it? You know, what is it that's under the bridge or the bed or the closet or the boss's door or whatever it is, where we are afraid that something has power over us, that something has the power to withhold our good, to threaten our well-being and our security. Our fears is what the troll is. Okay, and we get captured by the trolls, and some of us get captured regularly by our trolls, if you'll notice. Okay, and we go, oh my goodness! But the fortunate thing is about trolls, because they are our fears, what we have to do is engage them long enough for the sun to rise. Because when the sun strikes the troll, it turns to stone. It loses life animation. When we look at our fears with the light of truth, they lose their power. What is the truth? There's only one presence, one power. Not two, not good and evil. That devil stuff, you left that church because you didn't believe in it anyhow. One presence, one power, the all-loving goodness of God. Join me. There's only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. That light removes the fear so we can go forward. Now, there's a gift. As we break through and face our fears, and understand the fears are there every time we venture out into that unknown, Okay, it's natural, but we can transform it with that light of truth. We get to journey to the elven home, to where the elves are. Rivendell, this beautiful place where the elves are, and the elf in you is that part that is aware of the divine presence. The elf is able to hold that awareness of the goodness of the order that's unfolding. And so when we experience the elves, what we experience is harmony, great wisdom, power that empowers our life moving forward, renewal, deep renewal. So as we step beyond our fears, we're able to touch that renewing awareness within us that lifts us and takes us forward with lots of strength, because you're going to need it. Now, the next part of that journey is over the mountains. In the mountains, there are goblins. And the goblin sees Bilbo, the dwarves, and draw them into the deep caves beneath the mountains. Okay, this is the real work now. Okay, because what we're looking at, the goblins are the symbol of that which creates pain, which gives us the experience of pain. We're looking at the caves under the mountain. So now we're going deeply into the subconscious. We're going into those memories where we hold the pain that we have experienced in life. That's a real journey. It is frightening because that pain is real. You have experienced rejection, hurt. Many of us get our experiences from different places. Some has come from religion. You're a miserable sinner. Can't believe I said that. It's not true. It's like, whoop! That thing of guilt, you're not all right, that is not the truth of who you are. But we take in messages. We take in the messages from family. And we take on that dysfunction, and we're hurt by the abuse that can exist there in different levels, with different ways of pain. Those are real. And they carry pain with us that is stored within us. And that is the journey of the goblins. And it is frightening, and it is dark, and it is necessary. Because what happens is, as long as we allow it to exist within our subconscious, unillumined, it drains our energy and does not let us embrace the good that is there for us. Now, one of the gifts of this part of the journey is the picture of Bilbo as our little hobbit goes deep into the mountain. And he gets to the very bottom of it. He gets to the very deepest cave. And he finds something interesting there. He finds a ring. What comes to be called a ring of power. And he meets a character within us called Gollum. Now, Gollum is that twisted part of the self that has lost sight of light and love. And until we transform what's there, it remains buried with power to control. At this place where suddenly we're deep within, okay, we are aware of our pain. And we are facing that within this self, which is twisted and distorted because of this experience. Our anger, our hatred, those things that are a part of what we do to protect ourselves from the hurt and pain that is there. In that, an interesting thing happens. There's a game that's played, a riddle game. And in that, an awareness is opened. Well, in that dark place, it is asked. An eye in a blue face saw an eye in a green face. That eye is like to this eye, said the first eye, but in low place, not in high place. Now, you all know what that is. Well, what happens is, in this experience, there is that which takes us back into memory. And in that memory, we touch the memory of light, of sunlight on daisies, which is the answer to the riddle. But when in that darkness, we bring to our awareness the memory of light, we experience hope. Hope turns us around and heads us out of the cave. Now, to get away, Bilbo puts on the ring of power and becomes invisible. Now, didn't you always want to be able to do that? Okay, I think, what a kick, huh? Oh, so it becomes invisible. Now, what happens? See, there's this which would have the control over him, the goblins, and their numbers and their force and the pain that they have. But the experience of invisibility is that of removing the power from them, so that we can go in that direction that we choose, out into the light. Okay. Now, in traditional unity, the term used for removing that power is denial. Okay, it's that ability in a situation to remove the power from that which is false, from that which is limited to that which is unlimited. How do you do that? By changing the focus of awareness. When in pain and fear, the light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. That beautiful prayer of protection, that power of prayer to move our awareness to the presence that is caring for and protecting us. Let's say it together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. The journey into light. We must have the courage to face the pain and darkness within ourselves. We don't need to fear it, because there is only one power. There is nothing there that, when we know it in terms of that truth, need control our being. Now, the reason that I have gone through this part of the journey and share this today with you is, when it comes time to make that journey, understand it is not failure. It is not something wrong. It is not punishment. It is because you have been called to go on an adventure into true freedom and abundance. That is what takes us on these journeys in which we discover the beautiful power of being that we are. Now, Bilbo escapes from the goblins. Well, from the goblin cave. Now, not necessarily from the goblins. You see, they can go outside as well as inside. Okay, have you ever noticed after you've done that real good work on yourself and you're all ready and then you step back into life and suddenly it's all over everywhere? It's not over because I saw it. One of the difficulties of, I like the light thing, but light doesn't transform, it illuminates. So I now have insight and understanding, but I may not have transformed the energy yet. So there's another level that we have to get to, because Bilbo's out there with the dwarves and the goblins come and they're all around them. And at times it seems like it did for them, like they're going to get overwhelmed. There is an answer. And it is in one of the most beautiful symbols, the eagle. It is the eagles that come and take Bilbo and the dwarves from the goblins. The eagle is that part of you that is able to see the truth. They have that clear sight and perception, not of just a little, but of the whole picture. And they're able to dwell in the heavenly understanding of the greater order that exists. Okay, beautiful symbol. Jesus' teaching of it. Know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Now, there's several ways we touch it. One is as a perception, to enter in, focus on it, and own it within ourselves. You started it this morning. I am a beautiful child of God. That's who you are. I am a beautiful child of God. I am a beautiful child of God. Join me. I am a beautiful child of God. Again. I am a beautiful child of God. Once again. I am a beautiful child of God. That truth of who we are has the power to lift us beyond that part of the self that has been caught in limitation. Now, to know that and experience it is part of the picture of spiritual growth. Transformation happens when we let that truth touch the place of our pain. When we let that love, which the truth is, enter into our experience to where it touches that part of us that is in pain, then we heal. Love transforms. So it lifts that. Whatever the messages that were there, whatever the dysfunction, whatever the rejection, you were the wrong race, you were the wrong sexual preference, you were the too dumb, you weren't rich enough, you weren't there at the right time, whatever it is, you didn't have the power. However that came to be within us, it is healed by the truth. Not just the knowing, but all the way into the love touching at depth. Both have that power to lift us beyond our goblin world. Okay, everybody ready to be goblin free? Yes. Okay, it's a good deal. And to get up there to the top of the mountain and to look out and realize we came through the mountain. You never get to go over the mountain. The mountain is about what's underneath. So we journey through there, and that is the journey to freedom. Letting that love in. I am the beloved child of the Most High. Let the love in. It heals, it frees, it uplifts. I am the beloved child of the Most High. Know it with me. I am the beloved child of the Most High. Yes, you are. Again. I am the beloved child of the Most High. You are beautiful, gorgeous, radiant, filled with power, filled with wisdom, and you are whole.
I still challenge y'all to get that message from the front row sometime. Makes a difference. Thank you, Reverend David. If you would like prayer support for challenges or celebrations, please ask our heart ministers. They will be available after the service here in the sanctuary and out on the patio, and they're wearing lavender stoles to identify themselves. You're also invited to place a prayer request in our prayer box by the front door or in the book center, or by selecting the prayer request link on our website, and we will be praying with you throughout the week. And now it's time for our prosperity celebration. For Love in Action or credit card donations, there are envelopes provided on the back of each chair. So I invite you to take your tithe, your love offering in your hand, and be aware that God is the source of all your good. And repeat our affirmation with me together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I'm grateful. Thank you.
We put the words up on the here. So you can join in, clap, stand, whatever you feel like doing. When the saints go marching in. Some say this world of trouble is the only one we need. But I'm waiting for that morning when the new world is revealed through me. Oh, when the saints, go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the sun begins to shine. Oh, when the sun begins to shine, I'm gonna be the light of the world. When the sun begins to shine, oh, yesterday, the light has come. Oh, yesterday, the light has come. I'm gonna be in that light. On this day, the light has come. Here we go. Oh, when the saints, go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. One more time. Oh, when the saints, go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. Are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light of God. In the light, in
right. Just enfold those beautiful children with your hearts, and let's share our blessing together. Children, you are loved, special, and important. God loves you, and so do we. And we receive these gifts so grateful to know that infinite abundance that is pure divine love flowing in and through our lives, fulfilling that which is ours to do with joy. In His presence. Amen. Please stand and take hands, and let's share together our prayer of protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And our peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God ever present, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
You are the love and the light and the peace in the earth right now. So let it shine and have fun.
Some say this world of trouble is the only one we need. But I'm waiting for that morning when the new world is revealed through me. Oh, when the saints
Oh, when the saints
go marching in.
go marching in.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the sun
Oh, when the sun
begins to shine.
begins to shine.
Oh, when the sun begins to shine. Gonna be the light of the world when the sun begins to shine. Oh, yesterday
Oh, yesterday
the light has come.
the light has come.
Oh, yesterday the light has come. I'm gonna be in that light on this day the light has come. Oh, when the saints
Oh, when the saints
go marching in.
go marching in.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. I wanna be in that number when the saints go marching